Letterhack YouTube Shorts. Check out the interview I did. It was a thrill. Had a great convo, and he even clipped it out. Look at him. I looked at the thumbnail. He made it the moment where Cenk Uger vomits at the sound of my name on Francesca's podcast. And then she says Hank was a great guy, and then he goes, ah! He does like the most super villainy, like layer, like upset villain laugh in the entire world. So yeah, this is really good though. I actually quite enjoyed talking to him. Let's just watch a couple of these YouTube shorts. Here's the one where this one has 1.9 thousand views. Oh my God, that's a big deal.
Longtime contributors who were editors, like Hank. I remember Hank, and like the fact that, you know, he helped start the TYT union and now has obviously
nothing.
Okay, but I knew Hank was such a great guy, and
true.
Emma and Ben are such. I'm just saying. I'm telling you.
Look at how evil his eyes are when he gets angry, when he gets upset. It's so crazy that this is where my TYT story went. So obviously this moment's going to be in the film for sure. And then here, let's just another quick little short I posted. See, I think companies are kind of longer. This is former TYT employee exposes the truth.
Because this isn't you bitching and moaning. This isn't you being a whiny little ex-employee or whatever.
That's what I do on the podcast. That's what I'm doing right now.
This is a very noble thing that you are doing in the name of unionizing and labor organizing and workers' rights. Correct?
I like to think so. I mean, I feel driven by this. See, I couldn't just be like, yep, it was noble. Very noble. I think that's why I couldn't just answer that way. I appreciate what he said, though. Principles. I mean, thank you.
I wouldn't have you on the show if it wasn't that.
I know.
If it was just somebody whining, it'd be like, good luck.
Yeah. Like, no, it's the same. It's the sort of the same principles I felt I was going to live when I moved across the country to work for TYT in 2013. Like, I was a fan of the show way back to the O's. You know, the notion of speaking truth to power and standing up to for the little guy and calling out the BS in the world and like kind of not too hard to identify a lot of bullshit going on in this planet, on this society back then, these days, always. And I think that's where Cenk was able to sort of stake his claim as a progressive, is to be against George Bush and then to be disappointed by Obama and to publicly advocate for higher taxes and Medicare for all and, you know, stuff like that, being cool with gay people, having rights. And like that sort of progressivism is pretty like these days, that's very low bar progressivism, I'd say, but not, I don't want to, I'm not saying I was hoping to stop it at any of those stages, but we've all kind of gone through a maturation process. And what a reasonable man. And I don't mean the letter hack. So let's do this one. I want to show you the star effect here. Not sure why I did it, but there's a Starfield effect in the, no, I'm not talking about the terrible video game. In
longtime contributors,
but if you look in the space behind and below, up and above here and below, there's like stars moving around, messing around with all the Da Vinci effects in this effect called Starfield. Is this good podcasting? No.
Who were editors, like Hank. I remember Hank, and like the fact that, you know, he helped start the TYT union and now has obviously
He helped with nothing. If you go back on the channel, there's video of me, or it's in the one of the Francesca episodes, like January, February. It's buried, but I go through like my all my my performance review and a bunch of ways that I helped with the company. Clearly, I did a lot. I mean, this is something that Matt Strackbein brought up, like kind of calling this a lie, which is and technically, yeah. I mean, I definitely helped with other things. I produced the Troubadour show. I think that was in 2014. If you were in LA at the time, did a lot of work over the years. But yeah, he really isn't happy with my contributions to the company, even though you'd think that one of the people who unionized the company, where he brags about how great a relationship he has with the union there, that he would not be filled with such disdain for me. I mean, of course, we all understand he hates me, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling the truth about him. I'm exposing the kind of person he really is. Because one of the things about Cenk, people don't realize is the lie about the workers, the lie that outsiders started the union to harm his run for Congress, which justified the union busting, because it's Pelosi busting at that point. It becomes establishment, fighting the establishment, not fighting his workers.
And it also obscures the truth of why did your workers unionize? It prevents them from having to answer that question. But that lie, he's not just, by me exposing it as the lie that it is, it's exposing another major lie. It's the same kind of, it's like one of those art installations where it's like the United States, it's like a bunch of black shapes hanging from a ceiling, and it's the United States, and then you walk 90 degrees, and now it's all guns or something, but then it looks like a gun or something, or maybe like, and then another 90 degrees, and it's like the Mothman Prophecies logo or something like that. It's a crazy movie. People get really into that movie. So when you shift this sort of the same thing into a different perspective, the lie is about who Cenk is. Lying about the workers and being called out for it exposes a truth about his real character, which you can read about on tellthetruthcenk.com. And it's also all over Substack, baldoninside.substack.com. It's in the paperwork that I'm showing that shows I was working full-time for zero benefits. He's not actually for Medicare for all. If you go to work full-time for him and he goes out of his way to deny you getting health insurance as part of your compensation for that business, for doing the same work as others who also got it. It's crazy. I was classified part-time while working full-time, while working 40-hour weeks.
I think partially what he's reacting to in that moment of disgust that he's showing is the presence of accountability. I think that's the kind of thing that is one of the things that I imagine people of his cohort.
So like Matt played while we recorded this, Matt the Letterhack put the website on screen and scrolled it, but it looked bad in the way so I had to go re-record it for this edit. I put a lot of work in all this shit. I do way too much stuff.
Find very distasteful is somebody from a lower class, somebody who's stepping out of line, somebody who's not obeying the normal rules of shut up and just take it, skulk away, get treated like crap and move on. And I would have taken some of that. I mean, we're all sort of conditioned to just be, treated with disrespect, low pay, move on, keep your mouth shut. The system will punish you if you speak up. But these were like some substantial ethical boundaries that were crossed as to why we unionized. And then the union busting itself. And then also the lying about the workers as part of the union. So like there's sort of the three core truths that I want told are that,
Now I go on and I only say two, but I just referred to those three ethical boundaries. I think I could have been a little bit more precise with the language there, but I don't think it was unclear, but it was still.
The union started by workers 18 months before Cenk became a politician.
Now that only matters if you know that the lie that he told is that his becoming a politician is when the minions were dispatched by evil Pelosi, who picked up her red phone and said, yes, buy NVIDIA stock. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I thought I picked up the green phone. Yes, Jake, trick his stupid fucking workers into becoming unions, and then it'll come forward in February, and he will say no to it because he's a stupid asshole. Like, why would you say no to the union, idiot, even if it was a trap? It's like, I don't know why I always think about Batman.
Is there any key to the solution of this monstrous scheme?
60s Batman wasn't as stupid as this guy.
Someone here called Batman?
Yes, I'm Batman.
Telegram.
Easily avoidable.
To acknowledge to his audience that he told them a story that was not true at all. And they didn't do any fact checking before they put the story out.
Long time.
Oh, there it goes. It starts right over. So, okay. Check out the Letterhack interview. Awesome stuff. Thrilled to have gone on. I hope I can talk with him again. And why don't you have me on Left Past 10 there, dude? Come on. Book me on your fucking show, Matt the Letterhack. God damn it.